Hello, everyone. Welcome to Aimed Intentions. All right, I am excited today to talk about ways that we can enhance our day to be more effective and more productive and pursue our goals and dreams. Uh, Jeez, really, right now? Well, you guys can enjoy the cat in the background. Um, I've tried to move him before, but it's just not going to happen. Um, okay, so I created this thing about a year ago. Let me share it with you. All right, here we go. Um, I think you all can see me. Yep. Okay. Looks like it's working. So I call it the potential energy planner, and I did something like this in my MBA a couple years ago. However, it was much more vast. Um, it was actually a 45-page document where I went through my life, my goals, my ambitions, and it was an individual strategic planning project. And it's really provided myself some clarity. So I created just a one pager. I frequently get a lot of trainees in medicine to help for me to help them decide on a career path because once you're in medicine, you go to medical school and residency, and after residency they look for their first job, and a lot of people have a hard time finding their first job. And frequently I ask them, well, where do you want to be when you retire? Because then you have to set up everything in reverse so that whenever you're retiring you have a fulfilling career, but you put yourself in a position to succeed. So I created this one pager here, um, and we can just walk through it. So I have in the top left hand corner here a SWOT analysis. So this is looking at yourself, um, and looking at and you have to be honest with yourself, your strengths and your weaknesses, and listing your personal attributes. Okay, so some examples of my personal strengths are resiliency, um, inherently motivated, but you can even put other things such as uh, experiences and trainings that make you a an ideal candidate for whatever you want to do. Some weaknesses, honestly, I'm quite an introvert and I have a hard time asking questions, and I really push myself to be a question asker. Um, some other things that personally I'm weak at could be uh, it's always hard to come up with your own weaknesses, and I'm doing this on the fly. Uh, but I can't seem to function if my space is messy. I know this is kind of messy back here, but I have a hard time functioning if the dishes aren't put away and the laundry isn't put away, and I I have that clutter in my environment, and it cripples me. It's pretty bad. I'm not OCD or anything, but I just like to have that taken care of so that I can focus everything in my mind towards that. Um, Man, I'm saying I'm a lot. That's kind of embarrassing. In your opportunities, so in the industry in which you work or your career is, where is there an opportunity? Um, for example, if you use YouTube here, it's like low barrier to entry. Anyone can start a YouTube channel. Um, if you wanted to be a YouTube content creator, threats would be like uh, hard to get monetized, have to follow the YouTube algorithm rules. Um, Man, another just starting to notice that. Another opportunity could be if you're into real estate. interest rates hopefully will go down, or there's a plenty of houses on the market. Threats, if you're doing short-term real estate, is that if you buy in a metro city, they could change the laws to outlaw short-term rentals and Airbnbs. So whatever you're doing, I would work on your personal attributes in your industry and be honest with yourself, and work through this top part. Part of this is to really get a sense of where are your wh- where in yourself puts you above your competition. What um qualities do you have that make you weak amongst competitors, and where are there opportunities you can shine in your industry, and what are the threats? The next part in the bottom left hand corner is to get a better understanding of yourself even more. Um, there's all kinds of personality tests online. A personal fan of the Myers Briggs um, personality test. I'm an INTJ, the architect. I've taken it multiple times over my life, and I'm always an INTJ. And I think once you do a personality test, it can help you understand the way you think and see the world around you, but it can also give you suggestions and insight as to how you interact with other people of different personalities and what kind of things you need to do to uh, better interact with other people. I got this bottom part here, part from Wealth Factory, of which I'm a brand ambassador. If anyone's interested in personal or business financial education and consultations, uh, maybe I'll do a review of Wealth Factory in the future here. But there's different aspects of your life. There's not just your financial uh, well-being, and I truly believe in the idea of investing in yourself into different categories. So for myself, I've invested in my physical health by, you can see the Peloton bikes here, and I have the gym equipment in my house. I always make it a point that I exercise every day. For my mental health, I've mentioned this before, but I believe very much in journaling and keeping myself organized. So I use the Monk Manual, and I've briefly gone over that. I should probably do a more in-depth review at some point also. But there's parts of it that go through of like what are the highlights of the day, when was I at my best, uh, where did I feel unrest, one thing I could change about tomorrow. So some things like that can be extremely beneficial in looking into how you can invest in yourself. Bullet journaling is a good example also. Spiritual, how are you investing in your spiritual self? I Since I've done this exercise, I've been more consistent with my prayer. I subscribe to Catholicism, and I've been more consistent in going to mass, going to confession, if you're familiar with the Catholic faith, and I do daily readings of that are put out by the Catholic Church, and I do my prayers at night, and it's been nice for me and my family to really adopt that. uh, f- Familial investments, and by this, and how will you invest into your family life? Me and my wife have been consistent in doing a weekly family meeting, and during this family meeting we go through mine and her schedule through the day, but then we also have aspects where we talk about what went well this week, what didn't go well this week, how can we help each other. And I think spending that time dedicated to each other really has helped our family uh, be a more close knit. I should take notes on videos I should do in the future. um, and I think that would be an interesting one, how to run a family meeting. Maybe write that down. Cool. And then vocational, how will you invest yourself? in a vocational sense, and this could be more training and skill development. Or if you are a W-2 employee, this could be embarking on a quality improvement project at your work because that'll put you in good favor with your higher ups and get you promotions, et cetera, et cetera. So I think, you know, these first two could take, hours to work through, even days. And this isn't supposed to be a quick, how do you do this? This is really supposed to be immersive. Um, and once you can get a better understanding of yourself and where you find value, you can work towards uh, enhancing your potential energy and embark on your self improvement journey. The middle part is tough, but I've leaned on the idea of Lean Six Sigma, and how do you find waste in the day? I know waste and fraud are at the forefront of the political arena right now, especially with Doge in America. However, it's the same kind of idea. Is how can you find waste in your day? And really, this is an exercise of being honest with yourself and listing out what happens in your day. And I did only list it from 4 to midnight. So hopefully it's immersive enough that you can look through it and be able to list what's going on every day and can adapt to different types of lifestyles. But this top part is you need to sit down and really be honest with where are you spending your time throughout the day. If you wake up at 9 a.m., don't say that you're waking up at 6 because that's when you set your alarm. This is supposed to be an accurate representation of what happened through the day and what things are you accomplishing. I would even take into account the amount of time you spend on social media. There's apps on your iPhone that can show you how much time you're spending on different applications. And I'd go through it day by day here and be honest with what's going on. And then you can do a self audit of what things are not productive. And then you can list your ideal schedule. There's a key here in this ideal schedule. And the key is to uh, start with the necessary non-negotiable items. For example, you're not sacrificing family time. If you're a parent and you need to wake up at 7 a.m. and get your kid off to daycare, don't say that you're going to work out during that time. That's not a realistic uh, way to go through this exercise. I'll even read this here. Do not sacrifice family time. Be realistic. We just want to remove the waste in your schedule. Define the process to fix the process. That's the goal here. So you're defining and then you can fix. What are the opportunities in your day where you can produce more value? How can you create a schedule that allows you to invest in yourself on a consistent basis? Remove bad habits above and replace them with consistent processes. And that's the key here is you're trying to find a process and a system to help you be more productive and be able to invest in yourself more and embark on your self development and self improvement journey. The top right here part is essentially creating goals. Um, if you're familiar with goal setting, you want to do this in the SMART format. So you want to be specific. If you're curious, I would spend time researching what SMART goals are. There's other ways to do it, but you write this in the present tense and you say what your goals are, and you want to be as specific as possible. So, and it's always good to account of what have you accomplished already, because once you spend time taking a moment of gratitude on what you've accomplished already, then you can move forward in what you want to pursue. Uh, I set this as 1 year, 5 years, and 10 years. You want to train your mind to be consistent and disciplined. You want to build habits that contribute to your ambitions, avoid big wins, and strive for consistency. create a system and a set of processes that prevent you from failing, construct the physical and virtual environments around you to keep you succeeding. I mean, look at this. I have my workspace in my exercise space because this is my area for production and value creation. I used to have this desk downstairs and it didn't work. My son could hear me. He would scream whenever he could hear my voice because he's attached to me and I love that. But it wasn't productive for my work environment. And it was right off the kitchen near our leisure spaces. I mean, imagine if you didn't even have that space and you were trying to do your work at your kitchen table. It doesn't create that type of environment that you need it to be consistent and have a system in place. If you've read Atomic Habits um, by James Clear, you could see that that's what we're going for here with this idea. And honestly, I think it's good to start off at the 10-year mark. Like, what do you want to have achieved in 10 years? What if you're in a real estate investor? How many properties do you want in 10 years? What does that look like? What will that look like for your life? And then work backwards. What do you want to achieve in 5 years? So if in 10 years you want 5 properties, where do you need to be in 5 years? Maybe have one property. And if you need one property in 5 years, where do you need to be in 1 year? And that might be as easy as I need to be out of credit card debt. And you need to set yourself on a pathway towards getting that done. I think this tool can be used for really any discipline as long as you're a professional in some regard and you're doing this vocationally. This bottom part is uh, bigger in terms of scope, but you want to move yourself from confusion to clarity. Define how your purpose is wow, that's define how your purpose is defined by your vision, which is defined by your goals. Whenever I say that aloud, I didn't move as freely as I wanted to, but I see where I was going with it. So you want to define how your purpose is defined by your vision, which is defined by your goals. State your purpose clearly. So your goals, whatever you want to accomplish up here, the what, the why, and the who must feed into your vision. The be, the do, the have, and then that should feed into your purpose, your talent, your passion, your legacy. What is your purpose on life? Is it I want to leave a family legacy that is caring and giving to my community? Okay, well, what vision do you have for how that is done? Once you have that vision elucidated, what goals need to be accomplished to feed into that vision? I think this is key down here. We have all these contracts in our world. Um, why not make a contract with yourself? And I like this idea. I promise that I will be a producer and not a consumer. My healthy habits require discipline and consistency, but they build my dream and legacy. I am defining my purpose, and to make it a reality, I am working on myself. And that's what this is truly about. You're working on yourself. I hope this was helpful to all of you. If you like that, I do have it available for purchase. So let's go to, where is my YouTube channel? Done though. All right, so I do have this featured item here. It's at the top. I have it as a digital file here. Look at this. I have a little video that I did a while ago, just showing what it is. So what you'll get is a zip file of the PDFs. Yeah, that is a long video. Okay. So, and I have it in a bunch of different colors for for your your desires here. And I mean, once you download it, you can create whatever color you want. Honestly, here's the normal one. Not sure what that was. Okay, so that's where you can get it. I also have it as a poster board. If you are the type of person that would benefit from having this, uh, like on a wall or some sort of, platform that you can look at it all the time, um, and it'll get shipped to you. I have a coffee mug there too. People like that coffee mug. All right. Let's see. Oh, we're 20 minutes in. Well, I hope that was useful to you. I have a ton of videos here. Again, most of the old ones are made with a voice actor or artificial intelligence. I do have a lot on, the content itself is good. Maybe the delivery didn't strike home, um, and that's okay. I do like doing this live a little bit more than previously, which is okay. I, I I think this can be more engaging, especially if we get people watching and leaving in chats that I can answer. I'm pretty used to that format doing presentations online all the time, um, or presentations at work. Okay, well that should be it today. Please subscribe, like this video. I have more content on self improvement and having an entrepreneur wealth mindset, growth mindset, whatever you want to call it, and whatever suits your needs. Um, that idea of being a systems thinker and thriving in today's world. I'll catch you next time. Take care. Bye.